Griffin, I'm right here. You don't need to look at my picture to ease your longing anymore.
Griffin's jaw locked. His eyes dropped to my dangerously short uniform skirt. Downstairs, the senior prom was in full swing. Students were confessing to their secret crushes.
And Zoe, is she forcing you to be with her again?
Everyone expected me to use this chance to pester Ethan, to force him to be with me. But Ethan had no idea. I was straddling his best friend's lap. Everyone at the prom was drunk. Even the shy girls used liquid courage to tell guys how they felt.
I've liked you for a really long time.
That my friend Mila whispered.
Zoe, are you gonna tell him how you feel?
Girls were trying to give him their numbers and buy him drinks. Dahi turned them all down. He walked straight to the prettiest girl in our grade, my half-sister. The whole ballroom erupted. Mila looked at me with worry. I just smiled, quietly got up, and left.
Yes.
Right after I walked out the door, Ava said yes to Ethan.
Zoe must be heartbroken.
I mean, it's Ava. Zoe never stood a chance.
He's been obsessed with her for years. She finally caved.
Wait, where is Zoe anyway? I literally just saw her.
Word is she altered her dress just for tonight. She's probably getting ready to make her big move.
Zoe's pretty hot too, though. Come on, Ethan, you're not even a little tempted? Her? She's not even the same league as Ava.
Ethan glanced at the spot where I just stood. Word was, all the hotels in town were booked solid. People just wanted to let loose tonight. The old me would be chasing him right now. I stood by the road, waiting for a ride, thought my phone buzzed. Me and Ava are a thing now. I realized our chat history stopped 2 months ago. He never replied to my last text. I hadn't reached out since. If I didn't text him, he wouldn't text me back, so why go out of his way to tell me? It was weird. I didn't reply. I swiped out of the app. I walked through the school gates. My phone started blowing up. All screenshots of Ethan and Ava's hard launch. I tapped on their photo. Ethan had his arm tight around her. Eva looked perfectly sweet. They looked so close. One afternoon, passing by the stairwell, I heard Ethan talking to his friends.
Ethan, when are you gonna cut Zoe loose? She's getting way too attached.
Why bother? She's not going anywhere.
You know how she is. I snap my fingers, she comes running.
Once Ava caves, I'll just drop her. Besides, I need the practice. How else am I gonna keep Ava happy?
I leaned against the wall. My grip on my notebook tightened to Ethan. I was just a backup, a warm body. Once they left, I rounded the corner, crashing right into Griffin's darkest secret. Last night, I went back to the classroom for my phone. I pushed the door open. I froze. Griffin was sitting at my desk, stroking himself. His phone was propped up, the glowing screen displaying my photo. The classroom was dead quiet. All I could hear was his heavy breathing. I stood paralyzed in the doorway. I didn't know where to look. Griffin looked up. His eyes met mine, but he didn't stop. He kept going, right in front of me. Then, he casually fixed his collar and stood up.
See enough?
I stammered, finally finding my voice.
Yeah, no, I didn't see anything.
Griffin let out a low scoff. He walked toward the door, brushing right past me. I caught his scent, clean cedar wood, and underneath it, a strange, heavy scent. When it finally clicked, my face burned. He stepped into the hallway, then stopped.
Ethan's no good for you.
What?
He was already walking away.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Griffin was the ultimate prize. Untouchable, an East Coast old money heir with a face carved by the gods. He was all anyone ever talked about, but he was ice cold. He never looked twice at any girl. Bingo, I stumbled onto his secret that night. I finally saw what was hiding underneath, and knowing it gave me a twisted kind of thrill. Standing outside the academic building, I called his number.
Griffin.
What?
I'm downstairs. The hallway lights are out. It's dark. I'm scared.
Silence. A few seconds later, he hung up. I leaned against the wall, staring at the dark screen. I started losing my nerve. Was I flattering myself? Maybe I wasn't that special to him. Using Griffin to get back at Ethan was a stupid idea. Just as I thought that, footsteps echoed in the stairwell. My head snapped up. Through the shadows, I saw his sharp jawline. He wore a basic tee and sweatpants. Hard to believe what was under all that fabric. My palms started to sweat. He stopped right in front of me. Looking down,
Zoe.
I instinctively stood up straight.
Yeah.
A faint smirk crossed his lips. He held out his hand. I placed my fingers in his palm. He didn't say a word, just wrapped his hand around mine. He led me up the stairs. Griffin sat in the back row by the window. I stalled at my desk, shoving books into my bag, pulling them back out. Finally, I gathered my nerve. I stood up and walked over to him. Leaning back in his chair, he barely spared me a glance. A quick click, and his screen went black. I took a deep breath. I pushed his books aside and pulled his desk back. Griffin raised an eyebrow. Before he finished, I straddled his lap.
Zoe, what are you doing?
His thighs went completely rigid, hard and burning hot. His Adam's apple bobbed hard. My palms were slick with sweat. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I grabbed his phone and set it aside.
Griffin, I'm right here. You don't need to look at my picture to ease your longing anymore.
I bit my lip, forcing myself to look at him. Wind blew through the open window. Griffin's eyes darkened with heat. Terrified, I forced myself to hold his gaze. His stare dragged slowly down my face, past my collar, down my waist, and dropped to my dangerously short uniform skirt. I panicked and started to look away, but Griffin reached up, his fingers wrapped tightly around my wrist. His voice dropped, husky and rough with warning.
Get off me while you still can.